Good evening, friends. Thank you for joining me every evening to follow what's happening in India and abroad. And thank you for sending me your useful comments and suggestions. If you believe in this channel, do share with friends and spread the message. Our only mission is to bring you the truth and both sides of the story. Thank you for your support. The first piece of good news is that Arnab Goswami is back on Monday on Republic Network, and he'll be present at the 9 o'clock show. So this is something we've been really looking forward to, friends, uh, and it's been quite some time since he came back on screen. Supporters of Arnab Goswami have begun speculating about the return of Republic TV founder to TV, with many predicting that the controversial anchor may resume his primetime shows from as early as the next week. What has intensified speculations was the announcement by the Republic Media Network on its launch of a new TV channel called Republic Global. No sooner did Republic TV make the announcement, Arnab Goswami's fans rushed to social media to conclude that the anchor was absent from his TV channel primarily to focus on the preparations for the launch of Republic Global. Curiously, nowhere did Republic TV make any reference to Arnab's mysterious absence from TV for a considerably long time. Every viewer on our channel has expressed their anguish over not seeing their favorite anchor and founder of Republic TV. Meanwhile, friends, what we've been discussing over several sessions is how children are getting addicted to, not only addicted to drugs, but also now they're also peddling drugs. The next piece of news will shock you. It says that fame-hungry rich brats, rich children, are driving the drug network in Mumbai. This is what the NCB has to say. The drug agency's analysis shows most of the arrested people this year are between 15 and 35 years. Majority come from well-to-do families and enter the business to maintain a lavish lifestyle. Youngsters from affluent families form the backbone of the drug network in Mumbai. An analysis by the NCB has shown most of these youth between 15 and 35 years of age are into smuggling and peddling of contrabands to earn some extra bucks, to maintain a lavish lifestyle that their pocket money alone can't meet. Peer pressure and web series too play a big role in their way of life, said the police. In the past 6 months, the Mumbai unit of the Narcotics Control Bureau has arrested 102 people, of which about 70% are in the 15 to 35 age group. Most cases are from the city's west region. We have created a database to understand the reason for this trend and create awareness against drugs accordingly, said Samir Wankade, NCB's zonal director. The same officer who's been, raiding these peddlers and the dons almost every day. Youngsters are well aware of the risks that they are taking by entering the murky underbelly of the drug world. An NCB officer said, many of the accused are many of these victims of the peer pressure, and they start dealing in drugs when they feel they're not getting enough pocket money. They're also highly influenced by shows on OTT platforms that tend to glorify the lavish lifestyles of drug lords across the world, said anti-drug officers. These youngsters study a lot about the drug business on the dark web and take the risk. We've come across youngsters between 20 and 25 who have made crores of rupees and been to various places around the world. They often share their pictures on social media, which help them build their own circle, said Samir Wankade. The NCB says youngsters desperate to become famous make videos and turn social media influencers. To make high-quality videos, they need money. This craze of being famous is landing youths into easy money-making businesses, and drug smuggling is one of them, said an NCB officer. Because this is what we've been worried about for a long time. If the drug scene is not cleansed in the fast manner that NCB is working, then we lose the next generation to drugs and a degenerate life. And somebody who held a very high stature in the Mumbai police force, like Julio Ribeiro, speaks to a media agency, Mint, that we don't trust, in favor of a woman, Rhea Chakrabarti, who also we don't trust, The result can be disastrous, and the news becomes far-fetched. Former Mumbai police chief Julio Ribeiro, in a conversation with the Quint, said that the reason none of the agencies have found out much yet is that, this is regarding the SSR case, is that because it is an obvious case of suicide. This man must be absolutely crazy, is what I can say. He says, one person I feel really sorry for is that girl, the Chakravarti girl, Rhea. I think she has gone through hell for the simple fact that she was his lover. She really felt for him and she really cared for him. That is what I could see, he said. The first powers that be which wanted to cloud the whole scenario, that she had stolen, that she had misappropriated money, they made inquiries. The ED got involved in that. They found that there was nothing like that. And the suspicion of the family was not true, he added. Slamming the way the actor's death was covered by the media, Ribeiro said that the media channels unfairly targeted Chakravarti and showed no remorse. I think it's very unfair that they should have hounded that girl. Some of the media channels were very cruel, and I don't know how they can sleep at night when they've managed to know that this girl has been hounded and put in prison. Finally, the NCB, which also was put in there, everybody was energized and sent here to Mumbai, he said. She could have really screwed his money. It was not difficult for her to do that. But she did nothing of that sort. But I don't know why we have not been repentant about it. None of the media channels that pilloried her have shown any remorse. I presume they only look at their TRPs, he added. I felt sorry for him, and I felt more sorry for Rhea Chakravarti because finally she was the one on whom they vented their ire, and they put her in prison, Ribeiro said. Reflecting upon why and how the case became of national interest, Ribeiro said that the central agencies were brought into the picture, keeping in mind the need to target the Maharashtra government and the aim to garner extra votes in the Bihar assembly elections. The first thought, it was a good idea to take it up to target the Agadi government, the three-party government here in Maharashtra, and they perhaps felt they could pick on the young Thackeray because he seems to have sometimes visited this gentleman, Sushant, he said. The BJP and Mr. Fadnavis, the former Maharashtra CM Devendra Fadnavis, who incidentally I was quite fond of, without knowing him at all, except for reading about him, felt that it was a good opportunity. And the Bihar elections were going to take place in a few months from then. And they thought it would make a difference to the election results if they kept this issue boiling. When, from my part, viewers, when a supposedly super cop becomes a super flop, his words sound like Rajdeep Sardesai's interview with Rhea on India Today. It's best we here dismiss him like we did Paramveer Singh and Sachin Waze. And incidentally, did Rhea's lawyer Manishinde write his script as well? The very fact that this man was a commissioner for so long shows that, also proves that, many of the cases would have not been discovered at all. Very, very pathetic. I mean, this piece makes me so upset. Meanwhile, Mumbai-based car designer Dilip Chhabria sides with entrepreneurs against Waze, speaking about the extortion racket. He said, I'm not seeking retribution. It's important to create a deterrence for cops to not target people like me. In the past, he had revealed shocking details of how he had also been a victim of the rogue former cops Vasuli racket being operated from Mumbai's police's CIU office. Chhabria, who has been tangled in legal trouble for the past few years, accused former Mumbai police APIs Sachin Waze and Riaz Qazi of allegedly torturing him to extort money before he was jailed for over 100 days. A complaint to this effect has been sent to the Maharashtra CM by Dilip Chhabria. Waze is demonic, said Dilip Chhabria. He said, a person like me has been a proven entrepreneur for the last 30 years and developed some of the world's most iconic cars. At least the CIU unit should have researched and asked for an explanation, or could have summoned me. One should not land in someone's office to arrest him, especially a person who is known to have a global stature. That is what exactly happened to me. I was shocked. In fact, repeatedly my mouth went dry because it was the first time I went to a cop station, and that too being present in front of Mr. Waze. I must tell you that his personality must look whatsoever it is, but when he actually speaks, he is demonic. Should all cases under Sachin Waze be looked into? Dilip Chabria stated, in the last 30 years of my career, I've been actually very enamored and impressed with the police because I have had interactions with quite a few projects and I've always been impressed by their erudite and their presentable communication. I would like a probe not only into my case, but in other cases as well. Not for retribution, but what I am seeking is this should be a deterrence for future actions against entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are what this country needs, and every country aspires to have them because we create jobs. In my case, these guys shut down my unit, which had no connection to the unit under complaint, and everything was done illegally. To top it all, they denied that they have shut down my unit because I was incarcerated. My family was targeted. My son was on the run for 3 months, and that too, 20,000 kilometers on road. I only hope that the current administration takes a complaint to the logical conclusion and gives us the justice that we entrepreneurs deserve. We are proud of Mumbai police, was a gang bad apples. On being asked if a few rogue cops had brought disrepute to the Mumbai police, Dilip Chabria said absolutely. In fact, I would be the flag bearer of the police reputation. We were proud of the Mumbai police, and I'm still very proud of them because maybe it takes a few bad apples to have this situation. And it was unfortunate that these officers were in control. Even if you want to make a genuine complaint about a small case, FIRs are never registered so easily. And what was more galling in my case is that I made an official complaint to all the respective police departments 10 days before FIR was lodged against me. I think what Mumbai police need is the valediction of their reputation, which was earned in the last several years. 99% of cops are really good. They have genuine feelings for the citizens and want to help them. The reputation which has been tarnished needs to be cleaned up. The kind of episodes that have happened with me, I'm aghast. Will I be considered a role model anymore, or would I be someone who was guided and asked to get out from my own country? He says also, he also spoke about the strong message to regain citizens' faith. He said, I've been complimented that I have the courage to come out and air my views because when the reputation is damaged, it is important to send a strong message across. And we have to have the courage to face rectification. It is important for the country and for the state. This is a wonderful state, and I was born and brought up in the state. But the way I was handled by a team is immoral. I would agree that they need to do really something drastic to resurrect the image of Mumbai police, which is known to be one of the best police forces in the country. I've interacted with the police commissioners and top officers, and I've done enough work for them on a pro basis because it is my job. And I love doing things for the Mumbai police. They need to correct that, obviously, stated Dilip Chabria. Is there any update coming from the Mumbai police to reinvestigate DC's case? The renowned car designer said, I've addressed the letters in relation to my cases to the respective police stations, to the Chief Minister, Home Minister, Chief Secretary, Commissioner of Police, and DGP of Maharashtra. I've not heard anything official from them as of yet. I met the Joint CP. I would presume, unlike what happened in November 2020, when the entire department did not take action on my complaint, which was actually originated from me, I hope the lesson and that exercise is not repeated. As I said, I'm not looking for personal retribution at all. My job is to look into the future. I'm a creative person. We create the future, and I don't want to be engulfed in negativity. It is important to create a deterrence for cops to not target people like me. Hang me if I'm wrong. I've been wronged. Look into it and ensure that justice is provided to the people who made strong complaints and connivance with disgraced officers of Mumbai police, said Dilip Chabria. We all hope Sachin Waze and Paramveer Singh get what they truly deserve, and the sooner they get it, the better. Meanwhile, Delhi cops have showed up in Bangalore and quizzed Twitter MD for 2 hours in the Congress toolkit case. Police had earlier visited Twitter India's office in New Delhi and summoned the Congress's social media head, Rohan Gupta, and party spokesperson MV Rajiv Gowda, who filed the complaint. A team of the Delhi Police Special Cell visited Bangalore on May 31st to question Twitter India Managing Director Manish Maheshwari in connection with posts by BJP leaders alleging a Congress toolkit plot, which had led the Congress to lodge a complaint of forgery. Police had earlier visited Twitter India's office in New Delhi and summoned the Congress's social media head, Rohan Gupta, and party spokesperson, MV Rajiv Gowda, who filed the complaint. BJP spokesperson Sabit Patra, whose tweet was among those flagged by Twitter as manipulated, is yet to be summoned for questioning. A senior officer said the New Delhi range of the special cell had approached Maheshwari days after the police tried to serve a notice on Twitter at the social media company's offices in the National Capital Region. The police team had failed to locate the company's Gurgaon office and had found the one in Delhi locked on May 24th. Another notice was sent to Maheshwari by the investigating officer to join the investigation, and this time the IO told him that they would come to his house for questioning, the officer said. Maheshwari subsequently communicated to them to come to Bangalore for questioning, and two inspectors along with the senior officer went to Bangalore to question him, the officer added. During the questioning, which went on for around 2 hours, the investigation team asked Maheshwari about the hierarchy of the company. They also asked him what sort of information Twitter had about the toolkit and why they had chosen to give the manipulated media label to the posts, the officer said. A senior officer from the special cell said they had sent a notice to Twitter earlier too, but had not received an appropriate response. Police had therefore decided to physically serve the notice, the officer said. Delhi Police PRO Chinmoy Biswal had said that at that time, the police later visited their Twitter offices in Delhi and Gurgaon. This was necessitated as we wanted to ascertain who is the right person to serve a notice, as replies by Twitter India MD have been very ambiguous. Asked for a comment on Maheshwari's questioning by Delhi police in Bangalore, a spokesperson for Twitter told the Indian Express on Thursday that the company had cooperated with the law enforcement authorities and made our global policy position clear in that process. The Delhi Police Special Cell visit to Twitter's office last month had come days after the social media company flagged as manipulated media some posts by BJP leaders alleging a Congress plot to malign the central government and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The police claimed they wanted to serve a notice on Twitter after receiving complaints from Gupta and Gowda about the allegedly fake allegations. A senior police officer said on Thursday that they were still conducting a preliminary inquiry before registering an FIR and summoning all individuals and organizations allegedly involved in the matter. People's anger against Twitter trying to flex its muscles in India has cooled down somewhat. I still believe that Twitter should be banned before it's too late. Meanwhile, KRK and Mika Singh have been bad-mouthing each other by calling each other dogs and pigs. Now KRK hits back at Mika Singh with his own diss track. Singer claims he's banned from entering India. Kamal Khan, or KRK, announced his own diss track against Mika Singh titled Suar, which means pig. Mika, meanwhile, claimed that KRK has been banned from entering India. Actor and self-proclaimed critic Kamal Khan, better known as KRK, has announced a diss track of his own after singer Mika Singh released a diss track against him. KRK's song will be called Suar or Pig, a tweet by KRK box office revealed. Mika's track was titled KRK Kutta, which is dog. The song Suar is coming soon, and we dedicate this song to Mika Singh. Jaisi karni, waisi bharni. As you sow, so shall you reap, the tweet read. The two got into a war of words after Mika Singh slammed KRK and sided with actor Salman Khan. KRK is being sued for defamation by Salman Khan. Meanwhile, Mika claimed in a tweet that KRK has been banned from entering the country. Good news for Bollywood fraternity. Now he cannot enter in India. Congratulations, Kamal Khan, he wrote. Earlier, Mika called KRK a gadha, a donkey, and a chua, which is mouse, for allegedly making personal attacks against Salman. KRK hit back at Mika by calling him a chirkut singer, who is trying to get publicity by jumping into the matter. Mika announced a diss track against KRK and even landed up outside his house in Mumbai to confront him. Speaking to the media outside KRK's house, Mika promised not to beat him up. He said, I'll translate it, don't be scared of me. I won't beat you up, but you are my son. After all, you are my neighbor. I wanted to teach you a lesson, but not such a big one that you will sell your house and leave. After all, you are my neighbor, he had said. KRK hit back with a video posted on his YouTube channel in which he claimed that Mika had once begged for an invitation to his birthday party. KRK also said that in 2004, Mika requested him to arrange a concert in Dubai for him. And thus the fight goes on in the name of Bhaijan, a yesteryear hero. That's all the news for today. Let me have a look at your comments as well, friends. Dhruv, welcome. Arinya, a very good evening to you as well. God bless you for such wonderful news about Arnab, the fearless touring lion. Yes, everybody is very happy that Arnab is coming back. India has only few nationalist journalists, so we're worried about you. Yes, absolutely. Deepa, hope you'll be back in raising voice for SSR also. Yes. Khani, what happened about Rhea? Someone explain, please. In what context, Khani? They did say that some days back that the police had landed up at her door and that she was not there. But I don't know whether that news is factual. Sanjay, good evening, Meenaji. A quick note on questions of Amir Khan's trip to Turkey in August. That trip has no connection with what SSR said in his diary. Please refer to part 4 after 40. Yes, we will ask Deepti. In fact, friends, Deepti will be on our show on Monday. We have invited Jia Khan's mother to be with us on Monday. So I hope all of you will join us to look at Jia Khan's case. Sanjay, look forward to the session. Not surprised that ex-commissioner is supporting Rhea. Good to see Arnab is back. Yes. Leena, good evening. Bindu, good evening. Welcome. Kim, I'll be the most happiest person to see Arnab ji back. Sanjat, thank you for presenting daily updates on various important topics. Thank you so much, Sanjat. And thanks always for your contribution as well. Uma Dodi, hello ma'am. Always eager to hear you. Welcome, Uma. Welcome, Badia. Swati, you're back after a long time. Hello, ma'am. Hope all well with you. We're waiting. Just a little fed up with lots of things around and injustice happening with SSR and other things. No, it'll change. Don't worry. Joshi, welcome. I'm on time. Thank you so much, Joshi, for that. My hero is back. Yes. KB, you're also on time. Brenda, hello, Meena, ma'am. Good evening. Good evening, Brenda. Good evening, KB. Dot at 3 p.m. Babli Shah, Ribeiro under pressure, no doubt. So sad. I'm following your videos from Kenya. Rhea, no matter what anyone says, a lot to be blamed for. My observation, waiting to hear more from SSR Diaries. It's very clear, Babli Shah, that the script has been written for Julio Ribeiro and he is speaking the same language as Satish Manishinde and all the PR. So we can only laugh at him. I mean, a police officer of his teacher, I mean, even when he was in power, I don't think he would have done anything right. Dr. Pushpalata, good evening. Thank you. AK, good evening. We never miss your updates. We firmly believe in your ideology. Thank you so much, AK. Welcome, Bharti. Dr. Pushpalata, Julio is the same person whom Sharad Pawar was recommended for inquiry into Anil Deshmukh case. Very shocking. Now accused will suggest courts who will investigate and we will watch like morons. Agnes, hope and pray Asamir Bhai cleans the drugs from Borivali to Virar to save the youngster's life. God bless him. See, Agnes, this is not only happening in Mumbai, it's happening in every city in India, especially in places like Bangalore. And then you have in Kerala, many cities like Cochin. See, it's all infested with drugs. And then you look at Punjab. See, the whole country has to be cleansed, of these rats who are peddling drugs. Welcome, Preeti. Welcome, Ranjita. Welcome, Ranjita. Sanjay, why are you surprised with the drug network in Mumbai? When you were in IIT Mumbai late 60s, early 70s. There were few students from rich South Mumbai family were involved in drugs on campus. Yes, but not in this kind of, Sanjay, that would have happened in a small manner. But now look at it, it's just spread like weeds all over. It's not the same. It would have happened. I'm not saying it wouldn't have happened. The very fact that you look at the flower children or the hippie culture, drugs have been there since that time. But now in India, it's like every Tom, Dick, and Harry is peddling drugs. Shilpa, BJP never worked on cleaning Punjab of drug addiction. Strange, yes. Somehow I believe that, see, Pakistan has a big hand in this, Shilpa, because they grow this in their farms there. And, see, that's one of the main reasons. And then the way the trucks carry it, out of India. So I think there's a proper route that takes the drugs from there, to Pakistan and other places. Welcome, Sanchi. Jai Shri Ram, Ashutosh. Sanchi, you're a really great host, very balanced and clear. Thank you, Sanchi. Good evening, Nitin. Welcome. Chadi, madam, it's really funny. Our judiciary granting bail to the druggies for their wedding. Yes. And see, for a few days, I don't understand. Is he so desperate to get married? I mean, so many people have postponed their weddings. At least let him solve his problems before he gets married. Why does he put all his problems on his, wife also? The lady who's going to become his wife? Renuka, Ribeiro sold out. Shame on the top cop. Absolutely. Yet another PR for Rhea. Yes. Okay, why is decorated officer taking Rhea's side? Something very fishy. Absolutely. Ribeiro batting for Rhea. Shame on the old man. He's lost his mind in his old age. Yes. Now, I think when he was young also, he did not have much of a mind. SKS put Rhea into prison. That would be the day we can all celebrate. Put Nitin, he's suffering from Alzheimer's. Shame on Julia Ribeiro. Yes. SKS, how can these shameless people sleep at night after killing a boy so brutally? People such as these are very dangerous to society. And he's the one who's questioning us. He's asking us how we are sleeping. KB, JR has gone senile if he thinks so about R. Chudel or getting favors from Bollywood and Maharashtra politicians. So what? So that image reformation of father son, yes, and he's protecting Aditya Thackeray as well. Very strange indeed. Sanjay Shinde, also these days I hear because of SSR about the high-end call girls, but that there in Mumbai in late 60s because I've seen few things while going to TIFR for my project. It was hushed up then. See, Sanjay, see, I've never trusted the Shiv Sena. I've always thought it was a party of goons. So whenever they were in power, I don't know what all would have transpired, Sanjay. Dr. Pushpalata, long back as predicted by Vikas Singh, the future possible alliance between SS and BJP will certainly compromise SSR case. We can't imagine in our worst nightmare if baby penguin will be saved. Why do you think, Dr. Pushpalata, that they will join hands? Did you get any sort of an inkling? Dhruv, now he's 92, feeling very strange. He should guide new generation instead of supporting Malwali Rhea. Who? This commissioner is completely corrupt, yes. It's very sad that Bollywood always supports such people, like Rhea, Shweta Basu, for example. It's just that these people have got exposed. Definitely, Bollywood is completely filled with filth, Sunanda Behra. Dr. Pushpalata, if such injustice can happen to SSR, imagine the plight of common people in Maharashtra. Yes. Manju, I can't believe a senior official, Ribeiro, has spoken like this. What's wrong with everyone? Yes. Very surprising. Arinya, Julio is a replica of Rajiv Masad. Hope he took the vaccine. He'll say it's a Modi vaccine. SKS, anyone who's supporting Rhea are in favor of them, of defaming themselves by showing their true colors and losing all reputation they might have earned in their lifetime. They think people are stupid. Yeah, they don't realize why the SSR case has become so important for people. Neetu, good evening, Neetu, welcome. Ranjita, Dr. Sonal Vora, Dr. Pushpalata, right? That's exactly why all need to speak and protest against their corrupt practices. Sonal, justice for Sushant, Disha, Jia, Mansukh, and others. Sonal, we'll be speaking to Jia's mother on Monday at 8 p.m. And Deepthi Pinati will also be joining us at 8 p.m. So please join us. FN, it's disgusting to see that the senior police officers have become a part of mafia in Mumbai. Is this the same state across nation? We need police and judicial cleanup at a fast rate. I don't know what they're waiting for. And they have so much of proof against the government. SKS, everyone who stayed with SSR must be taken into custody and be given third degree or must be made subjected to narco analysis immediately. Too much of delay, yes. Leonara, he should take her home. Dr. Pushpalata, think about so many unknown people who fell prey to these monsters and their families can't even raise voice. Disha, Divya Bharti, Parveen Babi, and many more. And what's strange is, Dr. Pushpalata, is that, see, Ribeiro doesn't have even one word for all these women who died. Leave alone Sushant Singh. You know, what about all the actresses who died mysteriously? Many would have happened even in his time. Shilpa, true, we need to respect our talent. Dilipji came from US to work in India. KB feels sorry for Chabria and that what he went through. Oh yes, we've all seen how demonic Wazi was with Mansukh, and not to forget our superhero Arnab, how he barged into his home. Janardhan, drug menace in Mumbai is not a matter of a year or two. All former top police brass are responsible for the growth and spread, yes. Their pension should be stopped and taken to task. Yes, everything should be taken away from them. Welcome, Nisha. You are late. Preeti, Ribeiro is not any different from Paramveer Singh. If you dig into his history, you'll be surprised. Yes, I also find that they are of the same character. SKS, it's so good that these pathetic people make statements. We at least come to know what they really are. Yes, they expose themselves. Nisha, so very happy to hear Arnab is back. Such a relief. Now the Josh will return. Sonal, KB, down with the criminal gang. Ribeiro has shamed himself in his sunset years. Let Arnab restart the justice movement for Palgar Sadhus, SSR, Disha, and others. Sonal, yes. Hasnain, Ribeiro is a tout of syndicate. I think even the underworld would not be as dangerous as Mumbai police. Deepthi Makhecha, very happy to hear Arnab is back. We want him to voice with us for SSR. SKS send this Ribeiro to jail as well. Then he will blurt out the truth. Sonal, yes, made it obvious. Shame on him. Monica Marla, hello everybody. Welcome, Monica. KB, Mumbai police was usually considered next after Scotland Yard, but these rogue cops like Waze and PBS have brought so much of disgrace to it. Let's hope things change for the better now. Yes, KB. Nanisur, hello Nanisur. You're a little late. Hi from Mauritius, Sadek. Welcome, Sadek. Welcome, Meena, from Vancouver. Nice to see you. Good evening, Deepak. Shadi, just can't wait for Monday to hear Arnab sir roar. Now, how will Ribeiro sleep? Maybe he needs some female companion. Mohua Biswas, Justice for SSR. PK, you give us pride. Thank you so much, PK. Ranjita, much thanks, Meenaji, for your endeavor. It's a pleasure. Proud Indian, Ribeiro is clearly and openly supporting a vicious lady who has literally confessed drug consumption and drug dealings. Yes, I find her so, dangerous, Proud Indian. I mean, she's just like another, the male form of Pithani. Ritu, welcome, Ritu. You're a bit late today. Agnes, he's a born liar. God, please punish. Absolutely. Mohua Bishwas, Meenaji, don't you think Pithani's interim bail is nothing but to give a chance to the mafias, a chance to tamper with the evidence in case of... Yes, I believe you. Absolutely. See, when judiciary is doing this, what can we do, Mahua? We're helpless. We seek help from Samir Wankade. Even see, they, the way they work so hard, and the end result is this. Mohua, CBI, speak up. Yes. God is supreme. This time no one will escape. Agnes. Sanjeev, justice for SSR, justice for us, justice for all, justice for the nation. Yes. Brenda dies. Ribeiro sir might not have heard the other side of the story. He should be well informed. No, Brenda, he could not have held such a position. If he has to still, wait to hear the other side, he should have heard all the sides before he gave all these, interviews. Jyotirmay, good evening, Jyotirmay, welcome. Mohua, Arnab, hamara share again will roar. Yes. Nanisur, Arnab knows a lot about Sushant case. Wishing Arnab will again raise his voice for Sushant. If there are no, if he doesn't have anything written, then I'm sure he will take up the case again. Kanta, Ribeiro should adopt Goddess Rhea as his daughter. Sushila, big, hearty welcome to Arnab Goswami by all SSRians. Justice for SSR and Disha. Yes. Welcome, Sharon. Without Arnab, Republic is lifeless. Glenn, yes. Good evening. So many things are coming to light. Thanks for all your hard work, Meenaji. We appreciate all that you do. And thank you for always standing with me. Netra, Meenaji, good evening. You're doing a good job. We are with you. So happy Arnab is back. Need justice for SSR. Yes, Netra. Thank you so much. Always look forward to see and hear you, Meenaji. LAV, love. Sanjay, look forward to Monday. Have a good weekend. Yes, good night, Sanjay. Mausam, sometime back, NCP leader wanted Julio Ribeiro to investigate Sachin Wazir case. Now he's talking MBA government language. Not only that, look at the way he's protecting that young guy. Sebastian Menonka, I'm also very happy to see Arnab back. Agnes, Samir Bhai, please support Sushant Singh case. Nisha, Meena, so is Arnab launching? Yes, that's the plan. Sharmila, good evening. Welcome, Sharmila. You're a bit late. Ramata, I love you so much about SSR, Jia's mom, and Deepthi. Thank you. Please join us. Glenn, Meena, and how come your Hindi is so fluent? I presume you're a South Indian. Glenn, I grew up, I was born in Delhi, and then we moved to Pune. So we did study Hindi, and then we did interact with other children in Hindi, but not that it is so good. Only thing is I'm very shy to speak because I'm not able to express myself as freely as I would in English. Gayatri, Namaste Vinadi, we have to fight for justice till the end. Get it positive. Positively, ma'am, isn't it? Yes, Gayatri. This is something that we should not stop. Arnab will surely be back with a bang. Yes. Cheryl, good evening, ma'am. Good to hear. Arnab will be back. Waiting for Deepthi. Yes, I think you will enjoy the session. That's at 8 p.m. on Monday. Eager to see you, ma'am, with interesting topics. Mamta, thank you so much. No PR company can compete with common people. That is the truth. Well, see, whatever they do, for example, see, we had exposed that, in Jacqueline Fernandez's case, that she had bought 200,000 something, a crore, a house. Now, her, her PR agency say, where was it mentioned, And then, responses to that was that it is there in India today and, so many other publications. They themselves are shocked. They don't know that the truth has already come out in the media. With all these stars buying big houses, with large amounts, where does this money come from? We haven't been seeing any movies of this. So, Babal, what you say is absolutely true. The power of the public is stronger than anything else. Thanks. Good evening, Sumi. Simply again, will he talk about SSR case? Prem Handa, appreciate your efforts on covering all the news. Please be with me and support me as well. Sushma, good evening. Shweta, love the way you convey us daily updates and even taking our chats and interacting. Justice for SSR and Disha and all souls left us in the fight for justice. Shweta, also it's very important, to see. It's very difficult to, keep, getting news about SSR because see the mainstream media does not share anything. So it's like very difficult, and that's why we on YouTube need support from people like you so that this continues. This continues till we get justice for SSR. Thank you, Nina. Welcome. Babal, Pakistan destroyed our country, but anti-nationals are also to be blamed more than them. They should be hanged. Yes. It's our own people who do the damage. Pili, Juva, I like your honest style of presentation. Thank you, Pili. KB, thanks for the update on Arnab. Looking forward to hearing him roar again on Republic. We're all waiting for that. Sebastian Mendonca, ma'am, regarding justice for SSR, what prophecy came now is in the Bible? Parable of a widow regarding justice, where the judge who does not fear God, now men, because of persistence of the widow gets. Okay. Gillen, New India should not allow any illegal activities to flourish in our country, especially drugs, child trafficking, organ harvesting, etc. Pakistan is trying all possible ways to de-establish India. This is our biggest problem, Glenn. And there are many people in India who care only about money, and they sell their country and their souls for money. How do you think they're all of them are buying these huge houses, mansions? Cheryl, the drug mafia should be wiped out completely. This is destroying our youth. Gloria, welcome. Ushara, I'm stunned that the Indian legal system allows Siddharth Pitani released to get married, yet he's involved in such a serious drug trafficking crimes, serious violation of international law. I just can't understand the justice system here. Meenakshi, can't the government understand SSR murder is a symbol of anti-nationals and Bollywood drug mafia against India, worse than the Mughals and the British? Yes. Sanjay Shinde, Minaji, yes, you're right. It was on a small scale. So as the high end of middle class has increased, no wonder it's spreading like wildfire. We have similar problems in Canada. Are you based in Canada, Sanjay? Shweta, soon we'll hear the roar of the lion. Our Arnabji. This seems a national security issue now. Yes, PK. Sandhya, it's all a huge joke. India becomes a big joke. They say humanitarianism. Sadak, the judge only granted him some days just to satisfy his fantasy. God alone knows what sort of a woman he is marrying. Agnes, I beg for Arnab to come with force for SSR and Disha Salihan. God bless him and his family. Yes. Deepak, ma'am, have a session with Pushpendra Kulshrestha, sir, on developing India or any topic as you wish. He's a powerhouse nationalist. Deepak, I have tried contacting him and inviting him, but he has not responded so far. So it's very strange that as someone getting parole who is connected to a murder case directly. Yes. Ned, BJP is not running Punjab. It's the state government job to go after drugs. So not fair to blame BJP. Yes. Sandhya Dholakia, these morons should get life for murder. So should all. India needs a huge cleanup ASAP before India will become non-existent. Help Bharat Mata. Yes, Sandhya. Sebastian, justice. Same way, if all of us are persistent in justice for SSR, principles of persistence as per God's law, like the laws of nature, like law of gravity, Newton's third law, justice, 100% it will happen. Yes. Sure, Sebastian. Common man, Shiv Sena has always used violence because that is the only way they can exist. Without violence, they'll vanish because they have no other skills or intelligence, is something I'd add. Simha man, at least the dirt in Bollywood is being exposed of Bollywood after SSR murder. Anyway, I stopped watching all the Bollywood years back. Sebastian, justice will come 100%. Yes. Deepthi, According to sources, Mahesh Bhatt is biggest drug dealer. How he's getting money after no success. See, this is very clearly explained by his, his nephew's wife, Lovena, who we had spoken to. So I don't know why they have still not caught this man. Lakshmi, Chasi would dare not play roles of Sita and Draupadi. They are debauchees. Yes. It's only to provoke us that they take these movies and, make these actors star in them. Sanjay, yes, you need to understand who was in power in Maharashtra and center. So no wonder he was felicitated with Padma Bhushan. Niharika, remember who the Sarkar wanted Ribeiro to investigate Anil Deshmukh. Now we know why. No more, never more, Bollywood. Justice will happen for SSR and Disha, Salian soon. Agnes. KB, I feel Pithu's lawyer has advised him to go about the entire gamut of his engagement and now marriage. It's a smokescreen or what? Not sure. What do you think, ma'am? I'm also very suspicious about this, KB. Justice for the minor girl as well, who was in SSR's house. Boycott Bollywood completely. Now, friends, remember, Sherni, now that Sherni, Vidya Balan's Sherni is out, there was a tweet about Sherni saying that in the movie itself, they only speak about a tigress and not a Sherni. I'm sure they would know the difference between a tiger and a lion. And now, she was the one who never spoke a word in favor of SSR. So it's important to even boycott this movie, friends. Nanisur, ma'am, looking forward to see Rabia, ma'am, speak about Jia. Yes, please follow us on Monday. Vagela, Ribeiro, Gadana Bhovan. Didn't expect this from Ribeiro, Sharmila. Sebastian, Julius is a rebel as per his name. No doubt, in fact, rebel for the wrong causes. Just please check Jaya's history. He was corrupt. And we being Christians thought he was a good cop because of those days. Yes. Many of us thought he was. We had no knowledge then, absolutely. Sweta, did you notice, ma'am, Pitani and his so-called would-be wife look so much alike? I think they are cousins, and marriage drama is conspiracy with eyewash. Yes. They look so similar, like, conjoined twins. Common man, maybe it's been noticed or observed by the body language that Rhea is secretly enjoying the situation where she's the center of attention with all the power and support given to her. So Manna, please get a psychologist on your show, ma'am, to profile Vazi's mind. Okay, we will do that, Samanna. Pushpendu, Ravish Kumar is best journalist forever in the world. Mamta, eager to hear Deepthi ma'am and Jia Khan's mother. Priya, I think Julius Ribeiro has gone blind as he could not see the marks and discrepancies in Mumbai police investigation, which common people could see. Shame on him. Prajakta, Meena ma'am, please don't disclose timings conversations with Jia's mom and Deepthi. You will face disturbance in network. Lots of people already had such problems earlier. Okay. Yes, the Swami is back. Looks like Julio is trying to usurp Mahesh Bhatt. Everyone has to pay for their sins. Here, heaven and hell are both here. Cheryl. Madhushri was such a big fan of Bollywood films, but I just don't feel like seeing them anymore. SSR is the one whom I think of every day. Missed Arnab so much. Yes. Nanisur, I'm not well. I'm so joined in haste. Take care, Nanisur. Get well. Subha, good evening. Join late. We'll watch a session in a while. Absolutely. Beautiful. Singapore and Malaysia, if you've been a drug dealer, you get life sentence. India seems free-flowing. Yes. Very dangerous. Bad for our youngsters. Milton, welcome, Milton. Ramaswamy, her arrogance is being financed by some very big people. Yes. And we all know who they are. Archana, really, what's going on? Deepika brand ambassador on Women's Day, Karina on Yoga Day. Can't they find worthy outsider? No, they've removed Karina from Yoga Day. We've all criticized it on social media. In fact, there is some mole in the Ayush ministry who also tried to attack Baba Ramdev. So there's someone who's, very, very anti, Hindu sitting in Ayush ministry. I like your channel from Sri Lanka. Ayanti, welcome. Welcome, Bobby. Welcome, Ramswamy. Nice to hear that Arnab is back. Yes, all of us are very happy. Sanjay, Inaji, India will need at least 36 Samir Wankaris to cover all the states and union territories. Yes. Satwinder, CBI is a pawn of government. Government has put their strong hand over the mouth of CBI. Let's raise our voice against our government. No, I don't think it's our government. If CBI has such a a mole inside, I'm sure the new director will expose them. And today looking very pretty. Thank you, Sandeep. Madhushri, always watch your show to know what is the truth. So objective and just the right information. Thank you, Madhushri. Where are you from? Anu Singh, welcome. Rosie, old man Ribeiro is a disgrace to my community. What's he trying to do? Has he got his eye on tail? Has he got his eye on Rhea? Is what I would ask. Gurbinder, good evening. Welcome, Gurbinder. Netra, who's that great woman to get married? Yes, Netra. Sanjay, Somina, gee, you speak Marathi? Ah, yes, I understand Marathi because I was at Pune and Marathi was a subject. And I, love, being with them because I love the way, the food they eat, the kind of festivals they have. I love the lifestyle in Pune. Khushi, thanks, Minaji, for fantastic news about Arnab. Looking forward to listen to him again. He's our hero. Yes. United Hindu, good evening. You're from Pune. Shweta, don't underestimate the power of the common man. This is the most important message for everybody. Ravish Kumar. Who is this? Again and again repeating Ravish Kumar. Raspreet Singh. Was too sad, man, to not see, but now eagerly waiting for 9 p.m. Prime show on Republic. Too excited, ma'am. Will Arnabji come on Republic Bharat from tomorrow or Monday? I think it's on Monday, he said, isn't it? Hilltown, CBI is giving lollipop like in Jia case. Dr. Gupta has changed the report, as reported by employee of AIMS. What kind of justice you will get when everyone can be bought, left, right, and center? This was the same man also involved, you remember, in Shashi Tharoor's wife's case. Sunanda Pushkar. Devi Chan, it's so sad to hear that parents do not teach their children good values. This has to be taught both at school and at home. Netra, his clone, who else would marry him? KB, eagerly waiting for Monday session. Thank you, KB. Sanchita, I do not think Arnab will speak a word about SSR case. Let us see, Sanchita. Sanjeev, in spite of asking questions from CBI, ask from the government, head Justice SSR. Anisur, will always support you. Thank you, Anisur. You've always been a good support for me. How SSR will get justice, Anuj. Thank you for awesome show. He's in the mafia and Bollywood pocket. He will give favors to people like Rhea. Really sad that the Indian government is not stepping in with all this corruption going on. Madhu. So much of it. Amit Gupta, hello, ma'am. The CBI compromised on no, not. I don't believe that. There may be one or two. I don't know. Not sure. Sandhya, thank you. Welcome, Sandhya. Subha, wow. I too grew up in Pune. It's the best city in India. Yes, the people are very welcoming, and I love the atmosphere, and I also love the weather. Sumi, Jacqueline stayed for long days. Farmers of Inhuman. I don't know whether you noticed in one of the videos, Rakhi Sawant is also wearing a T-shirt, with the words "being human." Now she looks like a bloated version of Jacqueline. Minaman, thank you for supporting us, Sushant. Yes, he is our Sushant. Badhiya. पूरा देश आपके साथ है, Arnab sir. Yes. Devichan, waiting to hear Arnab ji. KB, yes, would love to hear from Jia's mother. When will Deepti ji be? On Monday we'll be discussing Jia, so it'll be only after that. Mamta, we should all raise voices for this corrupt people. Justice for SSR, SP Munda. Sonal Vora, Pushpendu Bariaka, Rabish Kumar, the Kabbalist. Shame on Ribeiro, supporting Rhea. Sure, he is also involved with drugs. Renuka. Mumbai में उधर बंगाली में दीदी और दिल्ली में केजरीवाल should go and then everything will be all right. Yes, these are the wrong people. TC. Shweta, your thoughts were exactly what I had also thought. Jaya Kohli, when Arnab ji is coming back Monday. Arnab. Sanjay, yes, I'm based in Canada, but currently stuck in India as I had some personal work to take care of. Take care, Sanjay. Nice to hear that. जोशी मैडम अंकिता ने तो 2019 के शुरू की एमी देना शायद where she broke up in 2016 up to 2019. Sushant was paying all expenses of EMI. She's also a gold digger. Yes, 100%. Sonal, let reign of untruth be fought solidly by all and let India and the world be cleansed. Yes. Ramata is going to be a hot topic on Monday. Evneet, I'm depressed with how CBI is working. Do you see justice? Yes, I do. Please be patient. Samiksa, boycotting Bollywood totally is the only solution, man. You're doing a great job. We are with you. Thank you, Samiksa. Sanchita, somehow I find Pitani and yes, look like siblings. Yes, they do very much. Bhaskar, Sonal Vora, Radhe Radhe, Jai Shri Ram. Devi Chan, Mumbai Ministry and Bata all involved. Justice for SSR and Disha. You remember, the Mumbai police were calling Mahesh Bhatt, Sahar. Sonal Vora, yes. Laila, should we still trust the Mumbai police? I don't know now under this, the new police officer who they say has a good reputation. I'm appalled at the death of SSR. Neither the CBI or the AIMS is able to come to a definite conclusion. Jor se bolo, 302. Yes. Pity the institutions and the police force. What happens if CBI declares suicide due to lack of evidence? What to do? What happens to campaign moment? It also closes. What about the genuine? It won't happen, Joshi. Julia Ribeiro himself is so corrupt. That's why he's batting for Rhea. All his doings will also be out if the whole nexus comes out. He is hand in glove with Pawar. Yes, Manju. I'll just take a few more and then we'll close the session. Sanjay, I think Pitani must have got bail because of human rights organization. These days, this one needs to cater for these type of organization. Yes. Mahesh, why doesn't Ribeiro speak about Sister Lucy? Absolutely. That is the best question in the session. The kind of atrocities they've done against Sister Lucy. And, Bishop Franco is being, revered like God. It's very sad. I mean, nuns have no place to go to. Either they're raped and killed and buried, as so many cases in Kerala. You'll see that many of these nuns were, tortured. Laila, the landlord of SSR's flat, should be questioned as to why he whitewashed the flat in RE before the police could even do the investigation. Kudos to you and your valuable journalism. Thank you, PK. So kind of you. Indira, please talk about Asif Basra and the connection to SSR. Keep up the good and honest work you're doing. I've already spoken about Asif Basra in one of the videos, Indra. If you could take a look at it, one of the previous ones. Sandhya, justice for Gia2. You guys doing a great job. Shraddha or Saburi. Prem Saru, I was about to see Sherni. Prem. Arun Sinha, Patani was planning his marriage too, just to avoid arrest. He knows everything damn well, yes. Tezpur, ma'am, Sudhir Gupta needs to be advised proper address of CBI. He sends the details to Times now. His role also needs to be investigated. This is what we've been asking the health minister, who hasn't done anything about that. Mahalakshmi, Har Har Mahadev, I'm very happy. Arnab is back. Justice for SSR. Bless your heart. Arnab is the best. Ratan Sharma. Sushil, Mahesh Bhatt's real name is Ashraf Bhatt, and presume he's being funded and protected by the gang. That karma will play its role and all culprits will be ruined forever. Agnes, Arnab is our life, not forgetting Aminaj. Thank you, Agnes. Surely, ma'am, thank you so much for arranging it for us. Welcome, Sona. Ma'am, can the public trust the Mumbai police? Let us see, Leila, how they go. Ma'am, why Supreme Court is not hearing the bail challenge plea of Rhea? This is what is surprising us. Nani, sir, thank you for your wishes. Do get well soon, Nani. Pushpendu Bhaiya, he's in the same league as Barkadat. Talking about Ravish. Gaurav, the would-be Telugu bride of Pitani should be admonished properly, not to marry. But if she does and expects troubles she's going to face, will not get any sympathy and she'd just be bashed by us. I'm very happy Arnab is back. Pitani and his bride look alike because they may be cousins as South people marry in relation as per their ritual. We can't generalize, Sumi. Not all people in South. Deepti, thank you very much, Meenaji, for continuously fighting for justice. You're doing a great job. Hats off to you. Ma'am, just want justice for SSR family. Now they deserve to know the truth about their son. Yes. Thank you, Deepti. Welcome, Sarita. Arnab, Zindabad, justice for SSR. Sanjukta, when Arnab Goswami? Monday, Sanjukta. So that's about it, friends. I'll end on this note. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Good night.